Hello everyone, welcome back to the SMITE guide to Xing Tian. Hopefully we won't get a man team. Although at the very least we do have a hunter, so that's going to be good. So, I actually didn't fully cover this. I only covered why the Naja wasn't effective, but why is it so important to have specifically a hunter? Why isn't a mage equally as important? Well, primarily because it is the hunter that's going to be eliminating the enemy tower, the enemy phoenix, and very likely the enemy titan. Even with Naja building damage, he still has to close the distance and is therefore harder to protect under tower and phoenix. So it's much harder to turn a successful deicide into any meaningful objective. The only exception to this would be the Bull Demon King, which becomes a necessity if you have an assassin instead of a hunter. With a hunter, that's a little less necessary, especially since hunters tend to build a little bit more penetration, although that might change now that they've nerfed penetration items slightly. We'll have to see. We do have a nice, good team comp here, and again, because I'm a Guardian and that actually has decent damage capacity, and Agni is a mage, the enemy front line, who is Ravan, is going to have to adjust and build a little bit more magic protections than he otherwise normally would want to. Furthermore, they have a Vulcan, who, while very threatening to me as a Guardian, because he's got a pretty strong ability to penetrate protections, he's also very easy to lock down, especially considering Neith has a root and Agni has a stun, and then we've got my whole kit. So that's going to be very potent indeed. Now we're going to go for Sentinel's Gift, and we're going to go into Sovereignty here as of first. Well, actually, no. Considering all things, considering the Vulcan, we are going to go for Gauntlet of Thebes here. Normally you don't, but I would like to just cover my bases. Whether I build additional magic protections is going to be up in the air. Based on the Raven and the Neith, I will probably want Witchblade at some point. But we're going to go ahead and start off with a spicy little Gauntlet of Thebes, primarily to counteract that. See, it's not very damaging right now, but it absolutely will later on, because it, I think, gets extra penetrations. So we are going to want to keep an eye on that. We got it. I'm just going to make sure that somebody can pick this up. Okay, I guess we're not really prioritizing that right now. I think we're just getting it for the sake of getting it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. That was close. I'm not sure how I managed to dodge that. There we go. I just didn't want her being up there alone. That would not have been good. I can tank this. There you go. Now I gotta hurry up and go to Neith to make sure she doesn't get slapped. Raven's really pressing, and I don't blame him. That was actually a really good time to press. He actually should have been pressing a little bit earlier than what he was doing, in actual fact. Can we run this? No. Neith has... She does. Interesting. The Raven stuck around. Again, people are very aggressive here. Good. Not today, Zerg. I just gotta keep Agni alive. Good. That was abnormally close. I'm not too concerned about her. I'm more concerned about her ult, to be honest. She's not level 5 yet, but she will be soon. Don't do it, Agni. Relax, Agni. Agni. Damn it, Agni. Ah, so close. I cannot believe she survived that. That's very I need to go back. Oh, I need to arrive just in time. I can't believe he survived that. He really probably should have died there. Bit unfortunate, but there it is. Gonna go ahead and grab a Sentry Ward. Now, the Sentry Ward is gonna allow me some pretty interesting coverage here. Where are you going, Robin? Where do you think you're going? Okay. Okay. He walked right into that. Nope. No, you do not. Got both of them with that, which is nice. That was more of a moment of desperation. I just wanted to make sure we got the kill there. Excellent. It was also me dodging the ult from Vulcan. More to just not take the unnecessary damage than anything else. Where did Vulcan go? Hold up. What? He throws his ult from the mana buff and then bails? I just didn't want him taking too much damage. I actually should have waited, though. That was a mistake on my part. I really just wanted to make sure that she wasn't going to ult my boy there. Yeah? I honestly wasn't expecting that to kill him quite so quickly. Alright. I'm hitting a little bit harder than I was expecting. I need to go back and finish my Gauntlet of Thebes. I've been out here too long for that. He's building hybrid. Okay. It's fine. My next move is going to definitely be Witchblade. I don't have time to wait for that, so we're just going to move on. I actually probably should have built another Sentry Ward. Didn't think of it at the time. Not a huge problem, in all honesty. It's more of a nice to have than a need to have. Hello. I'm just going to save this up. Anytime you want to, I don't know, get rid of the minions, there you go. There we go. I think Robin is... There you go. That's fine. Thank you, actually. That kind of helped. Okay. There we go. Oh, you had beads, huh? I didn't hit you with that. That's a shame. If I had been able to hit you with that, that would have been fantastic. Good play, good play. I'm not gonna go for that. Robin is back up. That is not worth it for me. I am gonna try to make sure that Agni doesn't get slapped by Robin, because the possibility does exist. Alright, so he's backing. Neith should be fine for at least a little while I go on and head back, grab Witchblade really quick. I'll just wait a couple of seconds for this. Ta-da! Okay. So now we have Witchblade. The question comes down to, do I want more magic protections based on Vulcan's build so far and the fact that he's behind? I'm going to say at this moment at the very least, no. So what I'm going to do is build more physical protections. I'm going to build a Breastplate of Valor because I need the cooldowns here. Hi. Also, this Vulcan is kind of inaccurate. That was a good stun. Okay. Good, good. I'm going to come back here and heal everyone up. Yeah, please do not leave. We got this. No, we do not got this. Okay, they're going for that. That's fine. Nope, this is a bad idea. Nope, this is a bad idea. Don't do it. Nope. I refuse to let this happen. That's fine. I will not let you Shoot. My Neath. You wanna mess with this? You want a piece of this? You let me hit that? Okay. And yeah, you died because you grossly underestimated my damage output. I am apparently slapping, despite having 0 power. Nice. Alright. I'm not particularly fond of these odds, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to be really honest. I did not see the sideways Vulcan. Yeah, you're dead. I'm going to go ahead and delay this. That's fine. You're still alive? There we go. I was going to say. He had, like, what, 2 HP? I'm going to warn Agni of them falling back. I can't help him with Neath. I have not enough mana for anything. I have Breastplate of Valor now. Oh, I need my Relic Shard. My Relic Shard. My Blink Rune. Alright. Oh, good escape, good escape. I'm here. I'm close enough. Hi, how you doing? Everyone get healed up. Let's just take straight up take this. See if I care about damage output, huh? Where he keeps going around the side here. You need to stop this absolute nonsense. I will kill you. You think you're going to win this fight? Guess again, honey child. Okay, I guess I'll even it out then. For some unholy reason. You want to fight this? You're going to have to keep up with it first. You can't. Alright, that was very interesting. That was definitely one of the weirder fights I've had. What's he doing? He's got Spear the Magus. Alright, so we're still not looking at a pretty heavy amount of anything there. So what I'm going to do is build one final physical protection. I want Midgardian Mail here. Now, why would I not necessarily want to go for Sovereignty? It's a valid question. Primarily because at this particular point in time, both my allies can take care of themselves and get away from Neath or Ravon. Neath has her backflip and root combo, and Agni has his dash with a stun. They've got a very easy way of combining both an escape and a crowd control. So they really don't need a ton of protection boosts, and besides, a lot of the enemy's physical damage output, in fact, is auto attacks, which, generally speaking, you don't want Sovereignty for. You're generally going to want the helmet, but right now, with all these auto attacks, I'm also, you know, you'll notice I'm not really sticking that close to my allies here. I'm probably going to die. Yeah, it was about, I kind of figured that would kill me, just because of the old how low I was in HP. He's building some more flat penetration. All they need is that minion wave. So I'll grab Midgardian Mail, and then I'll probably finish with, I want to say Genji's Guard. I think would be really good. But I've been doing so much body blocking and stuff that I think just Midgardian Mail would do me more good. You made a mistake there. She should not have backflipped there. That was a huge mistake. I mean, I can understand her desire to eliminate the enemy Neath. That's kind of a Neath pride type thing. But that backflip was fatal. She still could have done it if she just waited for her root arrow, shot the root, and then backflipped out of there. She might have been able to live. Not necessarily guaranteed, but possibly. Alright. I'll be honest, I didn't see that move coming. Highway to the danger zone. Come on. I don't know why she didn't backflip. That's fine. I'm going to be really honest. I don't think I need your ult. They cannot kill me. Oh, they finally did kill me. Okay. You know, I have an idea. Sell this, actually. I'm having a thought. We go with... I don't have it for some... Well, actually, I have a slightly better idea. We're going to go with Pestilence. And then I'm going to get Spear of the Magus. I am absolutely capable of wiping out the enemy team by myself once I get Spear of the Magus. I'm not sure why this is a thing, but... Here we are. I'll definitely be able to get Pestilence. Now, Pestilence I am building mostly because the needs self-heal, the Robin self-heal. Vulcan is building a little bit of lifesteal there. So now I'm going to get Spear of the Magus. I might sell Sentinel's Gift in favor of... something else, maybe? I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't decided. That was an oof. We're not going to fight this quite yet. Oh, he's just diving into the fire minions. So actually, this is a good opportunity. Did you finally build magic protections? No, you still do not have enough magic protections, honestly. You have beads? You have beads now. He's got beads. Interesting. No problem. No problem. Don't worry about it. Things happen, you know, real life happens. Okay. This is a problem. Yeah, that was a good route. That was a good route. Alright, now I need to start working on this. That was a good series of ability use. Excellent, excellent use. Very good. He's committing, he should not have. Granted, he did indirectly save the Vulcan, because if he hadn't gone on to Neath there, she would have probably killed the Vulcan, it looked like. But he sacrificed himself for this, and, well, the Vulcan is worth more, so I can kind of understand that. But I'm falling off in terms of level. I gotta farm more. I've been spending too much time off in the jungle. There we go. There we go. Okay. Good. That was a mistake. Backflip. There it is. Ah. That's a shame. Oh, wow. He actually slaps now. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. I'm starting to become overconfident. I need to reel it back in. Backflip, backflip, backflip. You don't have your backflip up? There you go. Alright. Almost got her. If she didn't have her backflip up, that would have been a huge amount of damage. This build is fine. You see, yep. My blink is up. Nice. Nope. You behave. Shoot. Good play. Good play. Now I get to kill you. You're not going to make it out of here alive. Yes, you are. You did not just commit to me. You did not just commit to me. Oh my goodness. Now, granted, I was worth a little bit more than him, but what I really wanted and what I got from that was Spear the Magus. I'll probably go for Sentinel's Embrace. I think it'll really help out my allies because, interestingly enough, he's got Warrior's Axe, which is helping him in the damage department, but with Sentinel's Embrace, I'll be able to mitigate a lot of his damage because, yes, he's got the 15% physical protection reduction, but that's not really going to matter a huge amount. Or should I actually go... Hold on. No, that's not quite as useful in Joust because there's fewer enemies dying. There's the minions, of course, but you're not necessarily always going to be fighting where the minions are. It's a tough decision. It is a tough decision. It combos so well with the... Yeah, I think it might be better to go with the Sentinel's Embrace with the 3. Hi. How you doing? Okay. I didn't know he got full immunity from that for the entire duration. That's fairly interesting. That's right, I've Speared the Magus now, son. Get out of here. Where's that Vulcan? There he is. Alright, thank you. Are they still over there? Yeah, they are. Okay. That's fine. Let me just go ahead and get some HP 5 here. Come on. I'm just waiting for my ult to come back up. That was a good shot, though, by Arnaith. That was a good plan. Well, there's their beads, which is fine. Let's wait on attacking the fire giant for a hot second there, huh? That was a good ult by the Vulcan, gotta admit. Is she confused? I hit him. Oh, nope. Oh, I couldn't use my jump. Did I stall him out long enough to get... Nope. Looks like that's going to be it. But that's okay. It was a really great match. We essentially lost because we did too well in the beginning, and we didn't respawn in time, basically. We just made some mistakes in that last fight. But overall, this does serve as an excellent example of why Xing Tian is so effective in Joust, and some of the things you really can and should think about. Ultimately, they just played that last fight really well. Both teams played pretty well overall. What do you mean trash? You were 2-8. Wait, let's look at this. No, you don't have. Are you still in the lobby? You are not. I didn't think so. Anyways, other than the saltiness of the demon, who clearly was salty because they did not do as well as they probably figured they should have, leaving that aside, I mean, which is weird because other than the starter item, the enemy Neath's build is pretty good. I somewhat... No, actually... Well, I kind of question this particular glyph. I think the other one would have been more effective as a personal opinion. But that is, again, personal preference. But other than Mannequin Scepter being not the move here, it was a great build overall. Not really sure what the problem here was. Vulcan did well. Oh, Soul Reaver, good play, good play. But I still had good enough magic protections where I was pretty happy. Yeah, no, I mean, this is a pretty good example of where you want to go, generally speaking. We made mistakes in that final battle, and because we were so far ahead, it took us too long to respawn. It's basically, you know, how that goes. At the end there with the Phoenix, I was trying to stall them out as long as possible. That was primarily my goal there. Could I have fallen back to the Titan and done that? Sure, but the problem with trying to defend the Titan like that is the Titan will move to the edge, so as long as the Ravan is kind of on the border of where the Phoenix circle is and the Titan's area, they can lure that in, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to defend that. That's actually a mistake that I see a lot of people make, is if they have their Phoenixes up, they try to fall back and defend the Titan. That generally does not go well. Can it work? Yes, but usually you want to stop them with the Phoenix because the Phoenix is going to stay in the middle and won't move, whereas the Titan will move to engage, thereby putting it in a more vulnerable and exposed position, making it much more difficult to defend the Titan than it is to defend a Phoenix, even if the Titan hits harder and has more health. So it is something that you generally want to try to do, especially in Joust, where it's just so quick, as you can just see there, it's so quick to kill the Titan, even in Joust with 3 people. Now, overall, you'll notice that I was kind of specifically counter-building to the enemy team. I had 30% cooldowns. I did wind up going with the Sentinel's Embrace. I had Pestilence. Did I necessarily need Pestilence? Maybe not, because he only wound up building 30 flat pen. I'm sorry, excuse me, I forgot they nerfed the penetration. It's 24 flat pen. So I think ultimately I didn't necessarily need Pestilence. What would I have built instead? Thinking about it, I probably should have built Mantle of Discord. That probably would have been a little bit better. Yes, the Neath would have been healing a pretty good amount. You could actually see when they were under Phoenix right before that fatal last fight for us, the Neath healed like half of her health with her healing ability. Right? That was a pretty substantial amount of healing going on there. But the Ravan wasn't really healing a ton. I think he heals 50 HP per target with Shadow Hands, 10-hand Shadow Fist. Is it 10? Let me double check that. I can't remember off the top of my head how much he heals from that. There he is. He heals 70. I thought it was 50 for some reason. So he's healing tops 210 HP, so retrospectively, I probably shouldn't have built Pestilence. I probably should have built Mantle of Discord for 10% more cooldowns and 60 magic, 60 physical. Put me at 300. But even then, well, the Neath did actually have a decent amount of penetration there. She was working towards Titan's Bane, for Pete's sakes. So, yeah, I could see potentially the usefulness behind getting Mantle of Discord, so I probably should have gone with that instead. But otherwise, pretty great fight. Even though we lost, it is an extremely good example of how you want to generally act, and also the benefits of Xing Tian. You'll notice that even though I was building almost 100% tank, that I was still able to deal some decent damage to a lot of the enemy. Even Raven was taking a decent amount of damage from me for quite some time. This is actually one of the pros of Xing Tian in Joust. And the reason why Raven was having such a problem, actually, is if you go back to the match here, notice that the Ravan built Genji's Guard pretty late here. We had Warrior's Axe, Blackthorn, only Ansley. Now, a lot of people seem to think Ansley is enough magic protections. It really isn't. 30 is not nearly enough to get the job done. It wasn't until he got Genji's Guard online that he was actually not taking that much damage from me, and even once I built Spear of the Magus, because of its passive, I was actually still doing moderately good amounts of damage to Ravan, even after Genji's Guard. And this is really the benefit of Xing Tian. I was forcing him to build that Genji's Guard, right? There was no real choice there. If I had been a warrior like he, well, a warrior or an assassin like he was, he could have swapped out Genji's Guard for something a bit, something with physical or a double, like something like Mantle of Discord potentially, as well. So, I mean, for me, I was able to get away with one, and I was building more fully tank here. I was able to get away with just Pestilence as my only pure magic protection item because Vulcan just was not building. And even then, like I said earlier, in hindsight, I probably should have gone with Mantle of Discord. I think this was a little bit overkill in terms of magic protections. Mantle of Discord would have done me just fine because he was not building percentage penetration. This was probably going to be Rod of Tahuti. Everyone builds Rod of Tahuti. That would have only been 10% penetration. So we would have had 10% penetration, which when I would be sitting at... No, you're not going to show me the... Okay. Let's pretend I had Mantle Discord 90, and then I think it's, what, roughly 50, so 140-ish. 140-ish magic protections with 10% from Rod of Tahuti plus the 24 from this would have totaled about, oh gosh, 38 penetration, which still would have kept me above 100 magic protections. His turret would have been a bit of a problem, but, you know, this also doesn't even include the extra protections I'd be getting from Sentinel's Embrace, however much that would be, depending on how many allies were near me. So, and that also doesn't include the 10 out of this either, or the 50 here, so that's actually 190, so that then the extra 10 would have been 200, ignoring Sentinel's Embrace, 260, 120, 150, plus the natural 50-ish that Guardians have would have put me at a 200. I should have gone for Mantle Discord instead, get that 10% cooldown and really go flying out there like a lunatic. But, you know, I got nervous because I didn't know what he was building here. It could have been Charon's Coin. If it was Charon's Coin, Pestilence would have been fine. It was not Charon's Coin. Soul Reaver wasn't... It just wouldn't matter. I should have built Mantle Discord. But other than that, a great example of the difference here and the significant impact. Again, we just did too well in Joust. And that's, I think, offhand, just as a mention, that's my only real issue with Joust as a mode, is because there's only 3 people, if you do too well and you die, that's it. Because your cooldown timers are so long that there's just no hope that you'll be able to respawn in time to prevent them from taking the... you know, you can't stop them from killing your Titan. And that's not great. It's kind of, it's the trope of do well but not perfect, just in a slightly mitigated form. But it's just a bit of a pet peeve with the mode itself. Some Jousts are better about, some Joust maps are better about this than others. It really depends on the Joust map, but that's enough griping about Joust. But, yeah, I should have built Mantle of Discord. The Raven wasn't building enough magic protections to really stop me from hurting him really badly in those fights, and they won just because we were doing too well and made some mistakes in the final fight. And that's all it takes in Joust, is just one bad fight and you lose. But anyways, with that being said, thank you all very much for joining me. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. And have a great 24 hours.